What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Black Ink Crew this season. 8 peanut butter in your Timbs. Okay, I'm not finna. So this is what I come to the conclusion to. This is last season of Black Ink Crew that I'm doing. Okay, ain't no ifs and buts. You know, it is what it is. I'm started this season. I'm gonna finish it out, but at this point in time, it ain't getting no okay, because at this point we already know it's ridiculous, and it's just I've it's time to move on. It's time to move on, and that means next season I can pick up something else. Hopefully, some new good shit come out that we can all discuss, and I'll put to a vote on my community page what y'all want. And I said next season, not now. Okay, because at this point, I'm kind of overwhelmed, especially on Wednesdays. That's my heaviest days that I have to do reviews, whatever. But with all the stuff that's going on with work at this point, it's just a lot, and I'm tired, and it's just a lot that's going on currently. Okay, but I'm gonna knock this out for y'all. That's why I say when I get on here, it ain't gonna be that much because the show don't give that much. Okay. So if I miss something, we'll talk about it in the comments. If not, whatever. But let's just get into it. So this episode, I found out that Caesar's name is David, and that Puma's name is Paul. Did not know that. Did not care to know that. So that's why I didn't know. I didn't care to research and go see that. But I was like, oh, okay, so cool. But anyway, everybody back in the shop, and everybody's getting along, and they talking about the whole thing with the staging of the shop or whatever staging that they did with Sky come up in there dressed like she Victorian age with the little crown on her head, and the guys that the soldier that be standing outside Buckingham Palace out there in London, and basically saying that they need to do some more team building, whatever. It was all the rules just to introduce London back. They thinking they about to go on a trip to London. No, girl, y'all ain't going nowhere. Okay, ain't nobody finna take y'all asses overseas right about now. This was her big old thing to bring London back into the shop. London apologized to the people, and oh, Kitty, I apologize for this. For Memphis, Donna, we need to talk. Crystal, we got to talk about our stuff, whatever. And so now they trying to give her a chance. Truth be told, it would never be me. Okay. After getting into it, see, this is how I know, and this is what makes me mad about certain reality shows, because it's not reality. Because in reality, if somebody is getting on your nerves and doing all this stuff, whatever, and putting their hands on you and talking to you any type of way, and you ain't necessarily got to be there, you're not going to come back. You're not going to come back. Okay? London, you talking about something you love to shop and all this shit. Bitch, you ain't been there but 2 days to love to shop. How? How? How do you have this deep connection to the shop? You love the cameras that you getting right about now. That's what it is. You're thinking about your career and how this may boost you up or whatever. That's what you're thinking about. And you're not even on here talking about your therapy and everything and how you're a therapist and doing all this stuff. Baby, I won't want to come to you for any type of therapy or whatever. No, girl. Not how thirsty you acting on here just to be on this show. Of all shows. Of all shows. No. Moving on from that, Ted's still fucking her, but he ain't trying to put it out there because he know how they feel about the whole situation, or her. So at this point, Tati, let's just go. Tati, let me tell you something. We're going to put a pin in Tati and we're going to come back to her. Walt. Walt in his feelings for the simple fact that Jessica hasn't spoken to him in, the last few days, ever since they got into the last argument about this kid situation. You have 3 kids, okay? And now this episode confirmed the fact that we've been saying he had 3 kids and all that stuff, because he wanted to get this tattoo that Crystal wound up putting on him, which was a nice tattoo, I will say that. And at this point, if you can't get over the fact that this lady can't and don't want to have kids, baby, either you get over it or move on to somebody else that's still share your same vision, okay? Because she's not finna budge. She's not going to budge. She looks like she's content in life at where she's at right now, and she had come to that decision a long time ago. And at the age that she is, I don't know how old she is, but she don't look like she's ready to go through that shit again. And I don't blame her. That's her decision. You cannot get upset at her because she don't want to put her body through that, and you don't offer that much of security. Okay, you guys are not married. You're talking about having a kid. You're not kids. Okay, you're not even married. So that's that. While you need to get yourself together before you thinking about marrying anybody, or having more kids. Okay, that's what you need to make sure all of that is together. Because most of the responsibility is not going to fall on you. It's going to fall on the mother. Okay, and you can dip out at any time. That baby's still gonna have to stay with her. Unless she a deadbeat mama too. Okay, and I ain't saying that's what you gonna do, but I'm just saying that's the reality and the facts of life. Okay, moving on from that. Puma talking to Kwani, trying to get her to come on board about the fact that he's taking over another shop, along with 125, and the new shop in Brooklyn, and showing her. And of course, Kwani is not here for it because she's just not here for Caesar. And Kwani and Ted doing it the same, but they got different motives. Okay, Ted and his feelings about the fact that Puma is back in the picture. And y'all did call it. I was trying to give it a benefit of the doubt and say it ain't necessarily jealousy, because what he was saying was right. You are moving too fast, okay? But in this episode, the jealousy did come out. When the leak in the they had the leak in the building or whatever. Mind you, Caesar had on the same shirt. So I was like, so y'all went and filmed these scenes, because it was one scene where Caesar had that same shirt on, that same thermal, that same ARD thermal, okay, white and everything. Outside, Puma had on this blue jacket or whatever, with the little green stuff on there, okay. And he talking about how Kwani upset, and what I need to do. Flowers ain't gonna fix this. Caesar said, bring her on into the Black Ink family. She want to do that microblading. Come on, let her do that. Bring more money to the shop. That'll work out in his benefit. So hey, let's do that. And then when it comes to the episode later on, it's another scene where he comes to the shop and the shop is leaking, and the ceiling is leaking. He got that same shirt on, but Puma just switched jackets. That's all that it is. I said, okay, if that's what y'all want us to believe, that's what y'all want us to believe. Reshoots. And he pissed up. And pissed off, I should say. And that's understandable for the simple fact that you signed, and this is what Ted was saying. This is what Ted, and I can't believe I'm really agreeing with Ted. You was doing too much, okay? You over here, signing a lease to this, and guaranteed that this will be open by Labor Day, so you could be a part of the parade because of the councilman and all this stuff. It's okay to say no if it's not going to be ready. It's okay to just slow up. You don't have to pick up everything and do all that or whatever. You got to make sure everything is together so you won't be stressing. But when they was in that shop and he was trying to figure out, y'all supposed to be on top of this or whatever. Well, he's supposed to did this and he's supposed to do this and who Puma think he is and all this stuff and none of that. I said, Ted, that jealousy showing, okay? But they was playing the blame game, and I said basically all y'all asses to blame because y'all all should have been up on it. But hey, it is what it is. So, earlier he had went out on a date with Kitty just to check in on her, had her go pick up his daughter's dress for her little dance. Let's just get on Tati right quick. First of all, I keep putting Tati out, but let me do this. Rock got into it with his girlfriend of 10 years, right? They really been going through it for the last, since he been working at Black Ink. For what reason, we don't know. And like Donna and them said, it's always some other shit going on. We just getting his side of the story. We need to get her side of the story because like he kind of made it seem like he ain't really been doing shit, okay? But he came in with some stuff. Baby, she done threw his shit outside. He said she put peanut butter into the pan in the Tim's and gym shoes and everything. Then she showed up. Mind you, he filmed the stuff and she was like, I love you, I loved you, past tense, and then F you and all that stuff. She showed up at the shop. And I'm looking at Rock. You shouldn't judge. And I wasn't gonna do that until she said some ugly shit, But baby, you ain't shit to look at your damn self. You fortunate enough to be with a man like that. And I'm talking about looks. I know I just went shallow for a minute. I'm talking about looks, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm talking about looks. Because in the heat of her being upset with him for whatever reason, first of all, you brought the drama down to his job. That's one. That's a strike right there. Don't bring that shit to these people jobs. Y'all break up. Keep that personal shit on the personal, okay? Ain't nobody asked you to bring that shit, because if he would have came down to your job, you would have been pissed the fuck off, okay? If you even got a job. That's one. And then when you went outside, you started calling his mama ugly. You said the mama was an ugly bitch or whatever. And I said, bitch, did your pug ass look into the mirror yet? Okay? Because I couldn't tell if you had a grill in your mouth or if your teeth was just really jacked up. And I said, Rock, your standards must be really fucking low, okay? Because I know you could have got better, and I'm only saying that because usually I'm not gonna go on her appearance, because anybody can, what a beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Somebody can look at me and say, bitch, you ugly as fuck, and I'll be like, okay, that's fine, that's what you think, but I know this person right here, she all to the good, you know what I'm saying, with me. But at the same time, you called this man, you came to this man's job. Okay, that's fine, whatever, that's fucked up, but that's nothing. Then you called this mama ugly. And I said, bitch, I know you pissed off, and I know some people be like, it's all fair and all this shit, but what mama got to do with it? Mama ain't had shit to do with whatever going on with y'all unless we don't know. And then you called her ugly as if you the finest thing on the motherfucking block, bitch. And then you spat at this man. You spat on him, okay? Bitch, listen. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you for that and forever. Like Donna said, now listen. At one point, I was on her side, because niggas be doing some shit. But then when you spat on him like that, girl, hell no. It's over and done with, okay? That's some vile shit right there. Bitch, you better be glad you got the man that you got, because somebody else could have just rolled up and popped your ass, and then he would have been sitting in jail, okay? You lucky. You lucky. You lucky. Moving on from there, let's just get about talking about jail shit. Tati. She's so worried about this drug test. Her whole thing going to court, they said that in 30 days they was going to give her a drug test. Okay. So, what did you do? What did you do? If somebody tell me I'm about to be drug tested in 30 days, if I get arrested for having drug paraphernalia on me, whether or not I was doing it or not, and I have to go to court to see if I'm going to go to jail, go to a program, get probation, get community service, or whatever type of punishment consequence for it, which I think is kind of fucked up since they trying to legalize weed or whatever, because I'm pretty sure that's what it was, that she was doing some weed or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not about to smoke it until I'm done with this trial. I'm done with this whole stuff. I'm not about to put anything else in my body except for food and water, okay? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's going to come up and compromise my state of what I need to do. So I don't feel bad for you, Tati. You stressing out about this, because what that either tells me is that, certain drugs stay in your systems for a minute or a couple of days or whatever the fuck. The judge popped up and said, oh, we ain't finna wait 30 days. Your lawyer said they ain't finna wait 30 days to do the drug test. They gonna do it right now. Okay? So you got a day to get your shit together. Most drugs don't come out your system that quick like that. Okay? And you talk about some drinking a whole bunch of water and wrapping yourself up in some round wrap. No, bitch. Okay? You're just fucked. And please don't let them do a hair sample, because it stays longer in your hair than anything. Okay? So listen, hey, it is what it is. So you get pulled over for drugs, you get arrested for drugs, and yet either you still had the stuff in your system when you went to the court and all that stuff, and you decided to go ahead and smoke some more or whatever, so that it's still up in your system, so you still doing it. That's why I don't feel sorry for her, okay? You up there crying, kitty, and all that stuff. Boo-hoo, bitch. Don't nobody care, okay? And she failed the damn drug test. Like, why would you put yourself in that own predicament? So, hey, it is what it is. And then, speaking of predicaments, while Caesar was pissed off about the shop, he driving in the car talking to Kitty, and then he get pulled over, okay? He get pulled over. And I was like, for what? I remember seeing this on the Shade Room. I forgot the reason that he got pulled over, and he got sent to jail, and so he had to call Crystal up, call Feezy, and tell him I gotta be at the courts open up at 8 o'clock in the morning and all this stuff. Girl, a mess, a mess. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I will see y'all later. Peace.